Today we're going to be heading out on the golf course and we're going to be sharing with you 5 simple, easy tips that you can apply today, tomorrow, next time you get in the golf course that will help you break 90, but not just once, consistently.
Yeah, and look, if you really are struggling to break 90, then we're giving you even more help because we've created the Break 90 Caddy Playbook, which is simple, strategic tips, how to play par 3s, par 4s and par 5s, plus some mental tips for when you're playing. It's definitely worth having a look at, and you can download it for free. Just click the link in the description. Tip number 1, tee it low on par 3s. The problem we see is that golfers are teeing it too high when they're on the par 3s. So if we think of this, the sweet spot on your irons is here. If you tee it high, unfortunately, you're going to hit it here. Now, if you hit it from here, it's going to be a nice strike. If you hit it from here, it might go straight, it might look nice in the air, but you're going to lose a ton of ball speed, which is going to mean that the golf ball is going to finish short. Now, in this instance here, the 17th at the Grand, we don't want to be doing this. And ultimately what's happening is, Andy I think was about to say there, we're playing a lot of our iron shots from the fairway, off the ground, or on a driving range mat. So we're used to hitting off the ground, so we need to make sure the tee is low. But Andy, I think one thing is a good thing for golfers watching this, why not practice with actually teeing it quite low on the driving range as well?
Yeah. And all the danger on par 3s is generally short, so that's what you need to avoid.
So I'm actually going to call out one of our friends, Chris Jones. Chris Jones, he's a good golfer, but Chris, if you're watching this, and you usually are, you tee it far too high. And we keep telling you, but hopefully this will help.
He doesn't listen.
He doesn't listen. So this is how high Chris will tee it. And if I actually just do that there, and if I just twist this, if I just lean the shaft forward, you'll see how high on the face it's going to do. Am I going to hit the ball there? Now that's just going to end up in the water short. The only way you can hit a good shot here is by somehow missing the ground by an inch. Now if you can control that, then you're a lot better golfer than me or Andy. So what we're after is something that looks quite similar to hitting it off the ground. Yeah, tee it up a little bit. Give yourself a little bit of room if you want to, but you can experiment with this. But for me, that's as high as I will tee it. Sometimes I'll even throw it down on the deck. But that's fine from there. Again, this is just something to understand. If you're hitting your iron shots, and even you think on your par 3s, your par 3 scoring is really bad, it might be because you're just teeing it too high.
Okay, tip number 2, don't be a stupid golfer. Tom Kite said a bogey is 1 bad shot, a double bogey is 1 bad shot followed by a stupid decision. Now, I've hit 1 bad shot. Okay, I can see.
Are you sure it's only 1?
There's some trees blocking my view, but I can see the flag. There's a bit of hope there for me.
Go for it.
If I hit the perfect shot, I can get it through. Now, this is where the risky thing happens, is because you think, oh, I'm going to go for the hero shot. You choose the wrong club, you don't play the shot right, hits the tree, it goes in the crap, and then you've made a double, or even worse. This is what's going to help you break 90. So, in this scenario, it's going to hurt your ego a little bit. The flag's over there. I'm going to play over there.
What?
I'm going 9 iron. I'm going to make a sensible decision here. Really important as well that I select the right club. I need to miss these branches. But I'm not going to follow it up by a stupid decision. There's a 1 in 50 chance I could hit a good shot there through that. But this now is safe play. I can still make a par. But really at worst, I should make a bogey at worst on this. So I'm just going to chip it back into play and not make that stupid decision.
Simple. And the biggest part is it's just actually letting your ego, slow down, letting your ego not get the better of you.
Exactly, don't be a stupid golfer.
Tip number 3, beware of the tees. Now it makes sense, and we see a lot of golfers do this in that they'll get onto the teeing ground and they'll just aim their body parallel to where the tee markers and the tees are actually pointing. Now that isn't always where you want to be hitting it, because sometimes the tee markers might not go in place, and also there may be some tricks out there for you. So understanding this situation here, we've got the 18th at the Grand, we can see that these tee markers are actually going towards the bunkers on the right. So if I aim parallel to that, let's look, I'm going to aim parallel to these tees now, we'll see that at best, I'm going to hit like a bit of a hook or an overdraw to actually get near the fairway on this hole. So it's very important to understand that you do actually stand back, take a look at where you want to hit the shot, obviously pick the shot that you want to hit, and then go, well, where should I actually be aiming? So now, for me, I'm going to be aiming over this bit of grass here. There's a bit of grass here, just the left of the, just the right of the bunker. I'm going to be aiming over that.
So Piers, you're standing on your target line.
I'm standing on my target line,
on your target line
here, and I'm looking down my target line and I'm aiming down my target line. I'm taking there's no reference at all that I'm getting from these tee markers now. And we see it a lot, don't we, Andy? This happens so much. Okay, so from here, aiming down there. Let's see what we got.
So now when Piers is going up here, you can see he's aiming left of where the tees are pointing. This might feel strange, but standing on your target line, making sure you pick a spot out, and It gives yourself the best chance possible.
It is, and again, look, it's so simple. I mean, again, how many shots would you waste if if this happened 3 times around and led to 3 double bogeys? You can see how the score is going to add up. Okay, feels okay. As you said, Andy, it feels a little weird because the tee markers are going slightly differently, but I know my aim is good, so I'll pull the trigger.
Now, unfortunately, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to hit a good shot.
No, it doesn't, because that's going to make it nearly in the bunker, maybe a little bit right of the bunker, but at least, well, it's a good job I wasn't aiming over there, Andy, otherwise I'd lost my golf ball.
Exactly. Okay, tip number 4 is swing smooth and short with your short irons. I've got 126 to the 18th here at the ground. Now, most people 126, right, I can hit a hard wedge, I can get it there. The ego,
I can do that, Andy, I can do that.
The ego kicks in, but the problem is you try and hit it hard, you put a lot of spin, a lot of loft, and it ends up short. So we want control with the short irons. So club up, I want you to experiment with this. So 126 would normally be an easy wedge. I'm gonna go 9-iron, and the key thing when I do this shot is I'm gonna have a shorter golf swing, so nice and controlled back, nice and controlled through, and I'm gonna have a smooth swing. I'm having a smooth transition. I'm gonna take some of the speed out. This is gonna help me get the control, but it's also gonna help me get the distance. The breeze is also into the face today, so this is the perfect shot for this. So don't get trying to smash your wedge. Think about having a smooth short swing with these short irons. You'll see a lot of the best players in the world won't really have a full motion when it comes to these shots.
Yeah, it's all about control with these shorter irons, and again, that's crucial if you're going to break 90.
Okay, let's see if I can get it close here. Maybe a little narrower on the stance.
It's okay, I think it's going to be a little bit maybe...
Be the club though. Okay, miss green right, not bad in terms of distance. Smooth short on your short irons. Don't go trying to smash it.
All right, our 5th and final tip, and this is a big one. This is so important because we see so many golfers who are doing this. Aim your ball flight as opposed to your body. So what do we mean by that? Well, you probably don't hit exactly straight shots. We all have a little bit of curve either way. So if you're someone basically who curves a lot to the right, a slicer for the right-handed golfer, then aim to the left. Just allow yourself to say, well, I'm going to aim to the left and allow for that fade or slice, as it may sometimes happen, and allow for that shot when you are playing. The one thing that we see a lot of golfers try and do is play perfect golf. I must aim straight so I can hit straight, because that's what I'm trying to do. Well, the reality is if you don't do that, you are crazy to even entertain doing that when you're playing golf, especially when you're trying to break 90. So aim and allow for your ball flight. It could be a massive one for you when you play golf next. So if we take this instance here, Andy, look, I've got a dog leg left. I'm going to play a fade. I'm pretend I'm a fader. I've got a dog leg left here, and it'd be easy to say to myself, I've got to try and play a draw here. No, what you've got to do is you've got to tee up on the right-hand side of the tee, look down the left. I've probably got to aim at those bunkers on the left there, so you can see these bunkers down here. I've probably got to aim over those bunkers and then allow it to fade back. Now, it might not be perfect golf, but guess what? There's no such thing. Don't try and play perfect golf. Right, so you can see how far right I'm teeing it up. Again, I'm just making sure that the view that I've got now is a lot easier for me to hit it down the left. If I went over there and tried to aim left, I'm going to hit it into these trees. So from here, I've got a chance. Again, I'm picking a target out in front of me, which is going to those bunkers. Aim to that target. Now when I look up, I'm just going to see that shape in my mind, that fade into the middle of the fairway. And there it is. Started on the bunker, fade a little more, and actually in A1 position.
Couldn't place that any better. Okay guys, 5 simple tips that we guarantee if you apply those, they will help you break 90.
Yeah, absolutely. Now also, don't forget, we have got the Break 90 Caddy Playbook, totally free. Download it down in the description there. And don't forget, this channel is all about you. So however we can help you with the game, if you've got any questions about your game, please post them down below, and we'll see you soon.